Hi, this is Kim White with the My Sexy Business team. I'm here with my co-host,
Coni Meyers from Kick Butt Leadership.
We are at the Hope to Hope conference, and we're excited that this is day 2 and how many amazing people we have already talked to. And
it's just incredible.
It blows my mind every time we do this. This is like the 5th one, the 4th official one. And every single time I'm always amazed by the people that were like...
The people that show up are just mind-blowing.
So this next guest is no different than that. I am proud to know her. I feel like I have known her for all of my life, even though it's not been that long. It feels like it has been, and I feel like, we could just pick up right where we left off, even though there wasn't even a place back there. I think we must be related somehow. So welcome, Angie Schuman, to the Hope to Hope conference.
Hello.
Angie, you are doing so many amazing things. I just want to jump right in. I'm sorry, I don't want to waste any time because we only have a limited amount of time, and I already know you and I can go fast. But you are doing all kinds of incredible things that are also mind-blowing, how you're impacting and empowering women in so many different ways, helping them feel beautiful on the inside and outside, helping them get brave, and courageous in some of their activities, and so many other things. But can we start with the backstory? Can we start before the amazing success that you're having now? Can we start with where you came from?
Yes. Well, the amazing came as a result of pain, actually. I had a hysterectomy and didn't think anything of it. You hear people having them all the time, and it's not a big deal. And about a month after I had it, I was feeling just not like myself anymore. And I actually ended up getting pretty depressed, and that lasted about a year. Oh, and yeah, it was a really hard time. Like I said, I didn't feel like myself. It wasn't like I felt like I was depressed. I just felt not like me anymore. And I was feeling too old, too everything. And I ended up starting to do makeup, and I started to do the videos online, and it really put me on a different path than I was on. It opened up some doors that, had I not taken that path, I'm not sure where I would be, but surely not doing these amazing things. That's my backstory.
So you are struggling because, having a hysterectomy is way too common. There are so many women that deal with that, and they don't feel like themselves afterwards, or they have that time of feeling down. And I mean, what did you do? What caused you, or what was your tipping point to get you from that place of heartache, because that's really what the pain is, and then starting you on this other path? Because you didn't get to the end all at once.
Right. Absolutely.
You had a point in there.
Well, starting to do makeup, I've always done makeup, and I've always tried to make myself look good. Not that you can't look good without makeup, but to me, I just like to play with it. I like to put it on. I like to make it look easy. And by using the online space, it I think that was really the turning point for me, because it went from me feeling not like me to being able to serve, not even knowing that I was serving people, but that helped, and the interactions I was getting and finding out that I was actually helping people, that really made it even better. So I wanted to expand on that, and I started digging deeper and surrounding myself more with other people that knew things that I didn't, and just the people that I've met since doing that, the people that I've surrounded myself with, has been amazing for transformation. Because when you're around the people that don't get it, or don't get what you're doing, or even doing makeup online, you can look up anybody, and in most of your news feeds on Facebook, you probably have someone doing makeup anytime that you can watch. And I wanted to be different. I wanted to help people, and my tagline is to feel beautiful inside and out, and I really wanted that to shine through. And by showing people you don't have to wear a lot of makeup, it's the beauty inside you that is going to make the outside look even better. And by doing that, I started feeling like I was helping women and empowering them a little bit, and, you know, giving them a little bit extra kick to their world, which made my world feel so much better. And it has just blossomed into empowering women on a much bigger level. So it's been, it's been pretty transformational, and it just took one step in a different direction to change my whole world. So,
well, I know that I am one of those people that you have impacted, and I laugh because at 51, you have it in your head that you shouldn't ask questions about makeup because you should know it all by 51. If you don't know it all by 51, you should just like give up. That
not true. Not true.
That's kind of like I had in the back of my mind that I didn't even realize that's what I was thinking, but right. I was. And we had a great conversation, and then we actually did an interview that is about red lipstick. Right. Right. And I think it's so amazing when you can come from a place that is hard for you to even think about makeup for yourself.
Right.
And now you've like shifted all the way over to helping all these women with makeup. And you are right. It's not the makeup. Like that's only a drop in the whole bucket.
Right.
That's a key part. It helped me to have more confidence to know that you helped me, you know, and really it didn't do anything like really as much on the outside as it did on the inside, that I wasn't in it alone anymore.
Yeah. You know, well, and that's another thing that I really have learned since all this has come about is you don't know what you don't know until you find out you don't know it, which sounds ridiculous, but it is so true. And if you don't know something, that stops people. Mm-hmm. And I think that the older we get, the more we have that in our head, that if we don't know it already, then it's too late. And it's never too late. That is something that I've truly learned since all of this, is that, you know, I'm not too old, and I'm not too anything. You know, I can do anything. If I don't know it, I can learn it. And if you just take a little bit of that and stopping yourself because of insert any reason right here.
I love that.
I love that. Yeah, that's so true, Angie. So true.
Well, you mentioned that you surrounded yourself with other people. I will say in my life, that is one of the issues that I've had is I had people in my life that I love. They're not like bad people, but that I love, but they didn't understand what I was doing online. Like
Right.
they didn't understand the transition I was making to do things online. And it is very empowering when you get a tribe of people around you that understand the process that you're trying to go to, especially when they're ahead of you.
Right. That is another thing that I have truly learned is you don't want to be the smartest person in the room. You know, it's good to know what you know, but you should have people around you that know more and different things, because those are the people that you're going to help each other. And
Right.
the more that you help each other, it's like, it reminds me of a saying when my sister had twins and they were babies. And one of my favorite sayings was that joy with someone else, partnered with someone else. So two people, the joy is doubled. But when you have two people, the pain is cut in half.
Oh.
And it's kind of the same thing I feel with online collaborations. You know, I've made some great friends. Like you say, I feel like I've known you forever. You know, you two are just amazing women in your own rights. And me being with you, together, we make something even better.
I think we can do more than what any one of us can do.
Absolutely.
When we come
like
together.
A rope. Mm-hmm. Like the rope strings. The more you have intertwined, the stronger that's going to be. And it really means you can impact not only stronger, but more people.
Yes.
Exactly.
And you know, that's my goal even with this conference is to serve bigger.
Right.
You know, and it's not about that people will look back and go, "Oh, that's her." That has nothing to do with it. It has to do with, you know, the people out there that are hurting, because that's where I came from. I mean, I was hurting. And when you are going through that, you think you're the only one in the whole world. You think that the only one that is having trouble after, you know, having a hysterectomy or after the loss of a loved one or whatever. And I like your insert whatever you want to right there.
Exactly.
But it's amazing to know you're not alone. You're not the only one. And you can do something different. You can actually come from that place and still have an amazing, great next chapter.
Exactly. Yep, that is one thing that I truly learned is when I thought things were hopeless, one step just, and that's what I tell people with their makeup even, is don't try to do your whole face at once. Do one thing. You know, start with that red lipstick. Start with just doing your eyebrows. Just start with one thing and go from there. And it's that way in life. If you just take one step, the choices we make, you know, they always say you're one choice away from a completely different life. And I am living that. So it is true. You are never hopeless. Ever.
Well, and I think you're a great example of how to move forward and how to find a new life and how to step into it.
Right.
Because so many people, they think when they get in that space, they don't think there's hope. I mean, that's the beauty of the Hope to Hope, is because we're giving examples of people that have moved forward into something. And it might be something that's still kind of in the path they were on, or it might be something that's totally different, a complete opposite of what they were doing.
That is true. Very true. And I think, too, that when you're in that spot, it's hard to see past it. And the more people that we can let know that we've been there, you're not alone. You know, one thing that I did was find a group online, and yeah, there were people that were not having any of the symptoms or anything I was going through, but there were people that were. And there always is somebody out there that is going through what you're going through or have been through. And I'm a firm believer that the reason we go through these things is to help other people. So when you've been through it, as hard as it is, and as much as you feel the struggle at the time, when you come out of it, you are so much better equipped to help the people that are there now. And however you can do it. I mean, I do it through makeup. I do it through the empowerment weekends. I do, you know, I just want people to know they're not alone.
Well, and I think of, you know, I'm a kindergarten princess, so I have pictures in my head, you know, when we're talking. But I think of someone who has one hand forward and one hand back. We're all needing to be pulled forward by some, but we're also needing to pull someone forward with us. Like we're always in a spot where we have something to learn and something to help with, some way to serve and something to draw us, you know, on that path farther.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really good, I think it's a really good point of the community that you surrounded yourself. Not everybody was your flavor, or not everybody had the answer, or not everybody, but you do start by connecting. Like
Right.
You do have to start by connecting, because if you stay isolated and you stay in that place of feeling like you're the only one,
right,
then there's no way for people to get to you that you need. And this day and age is amazing because of all of the technology. We have so many people, where there's 2 billion people on Facebook alone. I mean, in 2 billion people, surely there's someone who understands.
I would sure hope so. You are that person. You know, if you can't find somebody that's going through what you've been through, there are probably those people out there. They just don't think there's anyone else out there either. And by sharing your story, that's how people know. Yeah. You know, whether you say it in a group or you say it on a live video or put a post out there. You know, so many posts that people just write that I share, because you don't know. There are so many people hurting and so many people that are just lost. And like you said, there's 2 billion people on Facebook. Surely you could find somebody to both help and to help you.
Well, I will be honest, and I know that this sounds like it's so silly because now it seems so simple, but when my son passed away, I never knew that was possible. Sounds so stupid now when I say it out loud, but that was such a shock to me that that was even a possibility, because, you know, I'm supposed to get old and they bury me. And when that happened, I did for a minute feel like I was the only one, because I didn't even know anybody that had a child, you know, for a minute. Now I quickly was, you know, that activated my being, I can't think of the word, but it's like reticular activation. It makes you start seeing things that you didn't notice before, because
it opens your eyes.
Yeah. And so I then started being able to go to other parents that lost their children and were able to just be there. I had nothing to tell them. I just would go and make sure that, you know, whatever they needed, such as even answering the phone for them.
Right.
Because when you lose someone like that and you don't know what to do, everyone's got questions, and that's not the time to be asking the parents. Like, the parents are so trying to just stay upright.
Right.
And so I think that is very, it's very important that we understand that part.
Right.
You know, that we are opened up to things a lot of times through heartache or pain, that it's actually, like you said, for the reason of being able to serve so many other people. Because I can't tell you how many parents I have helped at this point.
Oh, yeah.
17 years. But I had helped zero before then, because I didn't even know that was something that was possible.
Right. And again, it goes back to, you don't know what you don't know until you don't know it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yep, you just...
Oh, let me look, because I know you can't see the comments, Angie.
No.
We've got Young and Camille on, and I'm not sure who else, but hello, girls.
No.
Cellular Activating System, RAS. See, Young is so smart. We needed her to come on and help us with that. That's not that's too big of a princess vocabulary word. But I think that you are amazing, because I have watched you like go through the process of some of these things and have no idea except an idea.
Right.
And then like take these huge leaps, because you seem fearless. I know that that's not true, but on the outside looking in, it's it's like you are fearlessly leaping over all these hurdles, when really one of the things that you just shared, which I think is awesome, is that you surrounded yourself with people that were able to help you like leap some of those things.
Right. Well, and that goes back to finding people that know more than you sometimes. You don't always have to be the smartest person in the room. And
I try to never be.
But by doing that, you have people that help you, and they want to help you, and they want to see you succeed. And if you're not around those people, you need to get around those people. You need to find those people. And you can have people in your family that you love and just love them dearly, but they can be a dream crusher.
Right.
Which I learned a term from someone else. I think I know. That was one of the first things I heard Kim talk about. But yeah, you don't want to be around them while you're trying to do something else. Find those people. There are those people out there that will encourage you in your endeavors. And as long as you're doing something positive, I can't even believe the doors that have been opened to me since, I'm trying to do the right thing, and I'm trying to encourage people, and I'm trying to help them. And I want to better just this life for people. And I think when you do the right thing, it helps those doors open a lot easier. And the more people you surround yourself with that are amazing and encouraging, the more that kind of just falls into place. I mean,
absolutely.
And I think that, like what you're referring to with the dream crusher, that the good side of that is the dream breathers.
Right.
Like, you want to be around people that are willing to come with us and breathe on our dreams.
Right.
So that thing can be stirred up even more. It's kind of like a fire, you've got a small fire, but when you've got some breathing going on it, it can like take full ignition. I mean, it can just be huge. We're impacted by that, because that's one of my visual aids inside of me. It's all in here. But I think of that. I surround myself with dream breathers, because if they're not dream breathers, I need to kindly and graciously remove myself from anyone who is not, dream breathing.
Right.
We only have enough space in our life for so many people, and those people should be the ones that are helping you get to where you're wanting to go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, and what I have even found is that you don't know the people that are already in your life that are going to be those encouragers. Like, I have helped people that have just seen me, that have known me for years, that are inspired now. And it's pretty amazing that you can, it's like, here's my analogy. At Christmas time, we always have a candlelight service. And you have your little candle that isn't going to light up the whole room. But when you start to light everyone else's candle and they light someone else's candle and they're lighting other people's candles, it lights up the whole room. And
That's
I think that
great analogy.
Yeah, that is exactly what you can do by sharing.
And sharing transparently like you are. I think that's another key to what you're doing and the magic that's happening for you is you're all in.
Yeah.
Like you are open with the fact that this came from a messy place.
Right.
And it was not a pleasant thing. It wasn't something that you had a perfect life. You woke up one morning and you said, "Oh, I want this." And then it just magically appeared. And we think that way sometimes, especially in business. We think we are wanting a fairy tale business when we're creating messes.
Right. Well, and that's just it, is people don't see behind the scenes. And that saying that you don't know what somebody else is going through, you don't know what somebody else has gone through. So let them inspire you, but if you want to know, get in cahoots with those people, because they're going to tell you the messy parts. If they're a good friend, a good person, they're going to tell you the messy parts too. They aren't going to fluff up some magical potion and say this is what you need. It isn't like that. It is You need the good and the bad, because you need that honesty as well.
Yes,
absolutely.
I always tell everybody that I'm going to tell them about the secret sauce, and then I always laugh and tell them it's no secret. Like
Right.
That's the thing that is so I don't know. I just appreciate you. I appreciate you on so many levels, but I appreciate the fact that you are just real about it. And that's what makes people be able to actually be empowered by you.
Right.
Is because I can relate to you. If you were perfect, if I just saw your picture, you are gorgeous. And if I just saw your picture, I would be hesitant because you already know how to do all the stuff that I don't know how to do, so I can't talk to you.
But that's what helps us grow. Talking to the people that know more than us.
But being able to hear some of your backstory and being able to hear some of the messy parts, I do think that that's part of it. I don't think that, I don't think it's about airing all our dirty laundry and, telling stuff for no reason.
Right.
I think it is totally about when it serves to help people understand that you are gorgeous inside and out, and that you also can help me put on red lipstick better. I mean,
that's right.
And you can help me be more confident, because that was really the backstory for that interview we did.
Right.
It's not the red lipstick on the outside. It's the wearing the red lipstick on the inside and being confident.
Correct. Yeah. And that is one huge thing is people will see me and they will be intimidated, like how I just throw on my makeup and it all looks great. And I have tried really hard to make it a point that it's not like that. I've done it, and you can do it with one eyeshadow instead of 7. You know, you just have to start. That is one thing that I learned a long time ago, is you don't know you can't do something until you try it. And we don't even try. And if we just would try, it's amazing the things that you can do. And you might not ever want to do them again. Like, I went rock climbing. I tried it. I don't need to do that ever again. But I wouldn't even know that if I didn't try.
Yeah.
I knew nothing about it going into it. I surrounded myself with the right people and took that chance, and it was fine, but it's not for me. But I know that now because I tried. I won't be thinking, oh, I should have done that.
Yeah.
I should have done that.
Yeah, you never want to have a regret of something that you should have tried.
Right.
And that's maybe the whole reason I'm wearing red lipstick. I need to thank you.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
I knew what she would say.
I have been harassed until I finally did it. So,
Well, it looks amazing on you, and I did notice it, actually. So, yeah, it does.
Well, and I have to laugh about that whole thing, because here's the real funny about all that is my logo was red lips. That was my sexy brand.
Right.
I was 50 before the first time I put red lipstick on.
See, it's never too late to start. Whatever it is, red lipstick, rock climbing, whatever, a new online business. Just, it's never too late. You're never too fat, too thin, too tall, too short, too pretty, too ugly. No.
Anything. Wait,
You can-
to and insert whatever it is.
there you go.
Right. Insert whatever reason you're giving here. And it's all about that first step and trying. You know, it's like your mom always says, you need to try the peas, and then you don't have to eat them if you don't like them, but you have to try. And we forget that as adults because we get afraid, and we're afraid of ridicule even by our peers. And you just find the people that are encouraging of you and go with those people.
Exactly.
I have a dear friend whose mother at the age of 90 decided that she was going to start a new career. And she wrote a book and went on the speaker circuit at 90. So if somebody can do it at 90, I don't care what age you are, you can do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think I may have to begin with pink. I love it because here's the thing about the lipstick. When you said what you did about like worrying about what your peers said, that was one of the first things that I had a kind of a gasp moment. Like, you know, I can't wear red lipstick. I'm 50. How can you wear red lipstick? And then I laugh because now all kinds of women all over the world will say something to me about my red lipstick, and they will send me pictures and say, I tried it, and I think it has everything to do with that thing on the inside. That's really it. And you didn't ridicule me whenever I said, you know, I really don't know how to do this. I really don't know how to do that. I did not have the opportunity to learn how to do makeup. And, you know, and you can tell most of the time I'm not, like, I don't wear a lot of makeup, but it has a lot to do with lack of knowing how.
Well, and it goes back to what I say. You don't know what you don't know until you don't know it.
Yes.
And once you realize you don't know it, find someone to help you with it. Find someone. Yeah, there's probably people that would say to you, "Oh, you're 50? You don't know how to put on makeup? What?" Yeah. But find the people that aren't like that.
Exactly.
Well,
you're both.
You're stuck with me. You're a dream breather, and you help me look better. So you are just stuck with me.
Well, I'm happily stuck. I'm happy to be stuck with both of you.
I'm so glad. I'm relieved. Well, I don't want to like spoil any like thing, but do you want to talk about what just happened? Like, do you want to make any like announcements or no?
Like that we got our official LLC for our Women's Weekends.
I'm so excited for you. I can't really stand it.
I know. So we're official. We're Wilderness Empowerment, and we take that, what I say, where it's just one little thing. Like if you can get out there, and my favorite story is there are so many ways you can light a fire. You can rub sticks together. You can start a cotton ball soaked in Vaseline. You can use a crayon. All these different things you can do to start fire. But we have these women who are almost like at a ghost story. They're anticipating what is the best way to light a fire when you're camping. Take a lighter. Sometimes the solutions are so simple and we overthink it. And putting somebody in your path that tells you it's okay to take a lighter and use the lighter. Because some people need to hear that and not be like, well, I'm not going to be an outdoor woman unless I, kill my own food and cook it with a fire I've made with sticks. And no, take the lighter. It makes things so much easier. But sometimes you need those people in your life that are going to tell you the simple way, first of all, and then tell you that doing it the simple way is okay. Mm-hmm. You don't have to take the hard road every single time.
You are good at giving permission. I think that's the like underlying thing with your entire empowerment.
Yeah.
Is that you are actually giving permission, even though we're grown women.
Right.
You're giving permission to us to do something we've never done, or to do something that we don't think we like to do, but we don't know.
Right.
Or that, that's not really for girls. You hear all of these things. And I think you are amazing at giving permission so that we can do those things, because we've already got to deal with this. Coni doesn't know. We've already got to deal. I am going to go fly fishing because it's on my bucket list. Like, I know that's so not princessy. I may wear my tiara and my red lipstick.
It can be. The ladies I know that fly fish do it in pearls, so there is always someone that is going to be your flavor.
Yes. But you're making this, like, your LLC is official. Like, you have other businesses and you're doing other things, but this one is your new baby.
Yes.
Like, this one is your new exciting thing that you are empowering women. You're making them think outside the box. But I'm going to, can I just keep ratting you out, because maybe you should never tell me anything or let me in on secrets. But I'm thinking, not only are you helping, as far as camping and fly fishing or anything wildernessy, it also comes with the whole story of, leadership and empowering them, with courage for everything, not just being out in the woods, not with just cleaning animals.
Right. Yeah, we won't be doing any of that. Probably.
But I want to say that you are the only, you're the prettiest girl I've ever seen that has cleaned her own. What?
Beaver.
You cleaned a beaver. She actually went out in the wilderness and cleaned one.
I didn't go, no, it was brought to me. I didn't go out and get it, but I did skin the beaver.
I love that though, because you're sitting here all looking like a model, and I took a knife and cut that sucker up.
Yeah, I was actually really good at it too. So who would have thought?
Good for you.
I love it. I love it. Well, I need to see. We've got some comments. We're like so past time, and I hate that. Oh, Dawn likes to fish. She loves fly fishing too.
Well,
And Camille says, "Girl power."
that's right.
And Christy says, "Yeah, it's okay to do it the simple way. You don't have to take the hard road every single time." And she quoted you.
It's
I love
true,
it.
though. It's so true in everything, and getting the people around you. It's all surrounding yourself with those good people. And I know that it's hard when you're in that spot and you don't think anyone understands and you don't think there's anyone out there but you. No matter what kind of tragedy or thing that you've been through, there is someone that will, even if they've never been through it, and will listen to you and help you take that next step out of it. It can just turn your life around, and it's just that one step. Just take that one step.
Proud of you. I just want you to know that I'm proud of you, and our puppies are going to talk again.
Yeah, I know. I think I have a rabbit in the backyard.
Our other co-host is like woke up from his nap, and here's your puppy, so he's gonna answer back.
Oh, nice.
Say hi. There's oh, he's like looking for her to come out.
He's looking for the dog.
But thank you for coming on today, and thank you for spreading hope and giving us permission and empowering us, like the whole thing. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Connie and Kim, for having me and for doing this. It's an amazing conference that you put together, and
Thank you.
I know it will help so many people. That's what it's all about, right?
That's right. That's right. That and Rufus. Thank you so much, Angie.
You're welcome.
I'm Coni Meyers, Kick Butt Leadership.
I'm Kim White with the My Sexy Business Team. We'll be back at 6 Central Standard Time, and hopefully Rufus will be done barking. We'll be back for the final session of day 2 of the Hope to Hope Conference. Thank you, guys.